Another day in training camp down, another minor injury, nothing major, hopefully, but also we got some good news in regards to how Caleb Williams is managing the Chicago Bears offense. We're going to talk about it all and more, but you know what we got to do first? What's going on, Bears fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bears Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bears related. I'm the host here, Haize, but more importantly, you guys can follow the channel at Chi Bears Central on every social media platform we happen to be on. With that said, let's go and get to the content for today, y'all. So another practice down, and I guess off the top, we're just going to talk about it. Karan Amagajie did go down with an injury today. No report on the severity of the injury, so take that for what you will. It did get reported today that they are moving him over to right tackle from left tackle, which means that the left tackle battle is now officially down to Theo Benedict and Braxton Jones. That came from Ben Johnson's mouth himself. That's what the left tackle battle is coming down to, so we'll see who comes out of it with this. This is basically exactly where we were around this time last year. If you guys remember, we were at a place where we were wondering who was going to be the starting left tackle, and it came down to those guys. Braxton Jones ended up winning it. He didn't hold on to it, but that's what happened. So now we get to see once again who's going to come away with that starting left tackle position over these next few preseason games and over the remainder part of training camp, and we'll see what happens outside of that. But at the end of the day, we're getting closer and closer to having the final decision made on who's going to be the starting left tackle, and that's an important position here for the Chicago Bears. So whoever comes away with it, we shall see. But outside of that, in the injury update, we did get news that Caleb Williams looked really good today. He threw a 28-yard sideline throw to Khalif Raymond on in today's practice. That was during the 2-minute drill. He also threw a laser pass to Rome Odunze that should have been completed. Unfortunately, it was not. And then a 21-year-old touchdown to Jahdae Walker as well to finish the drive. That's what situational football is all about. And it's good that Ben Johnson has these guys, trying out that situational football, because it's going to be an important part. It was a huge part of the offense last year as far as our ability to go down the field in fourth quarters and in late in games and things like that. Now, hopefully, we don't have to rely on it as heavily as what we did last year, but it's good to know that the Bears are still doing that. Caleb Williams is still operating that part really good. And so I could here's the thing, right? And this is just my own personal opinion. I could care less about Caleb Williams winning each individual period in August. I really don't care about that. It's great to talk about. It's a great talking point. It's great for headlines and all those type of things. I care if he looks composed when Ben Johnson needs him to look composed. And the fact that when Ben Johnson told him, hey, there's a late clock situation, we're in a 2-minute drill, go out there and win it, and he was able to do it, I think it says a lot about, the continued growth of Caleb Williams and his familiarity and comfortability in this offense going into year 2 of this offense. But Jahdae Walker is a guy that continues to make this wide receiver battle very interesting. And when you pair that in as well as what Caden Davis is doing, there's a lot of it. But apparently Jahdae Walker is making the most with Luther Burden out. The opportunity that's opened up to him, he keeps making plays for this team, multiple connections with Caleb Williams. He's really building that chemistry with Caleb Williams. He's getting those first team reps as well. And apparently one thing that's been reported as well is that he's showing a lot of physicality on the special team side of the football. Ben Johnson talked recently about the importance, especially of your depth pieces being able to also be functional in special teams. And so Jahdae Walker making his presence known in that is really good. He's taking advantage of every extra rep and opportunity that's out there for him, and that's good. And the thing is, it doesn't look like he's simply filling in. He's showing out. And so that's a big thing for a player in Jahdae Walker going into his second year, and a guy, when you look at the wide receiver room for the Chicago Bears, we already knew Rome Odunze, we knew Luther Burden, we knew Colston Loveland, even being at tight end, how he's going to play a part into that receiving game. But now you also have Khalif Raymond, right, who is a veteran who came in here. He caught multiple catches today. They said arguably he had the catch of the day also today. J.P. Richardson had a 30-yard plus touchdown on today's practice as well, where he created some separation. Caden Davis, who we've already talked about, and we saw him make plays in the preseason game. You add Jahdae Walker to that. Xavier Thomas, who's out right now, who's being injured. I tell you what, like the thing that this Bears team has, like especially when you want to be as good of an offense as Ben Johnson wants this team to be and as good as they look like they can be, you have guys that go down. You have guys that are able to step in. The whole passing game is not going to collapse if you have a guy go down or have to miss a game or a series or something like that. What that also does is that adds to the versatility in your play calling, that adds to how you can keep defenses on their heels. It puts Ben Johnson in the exact type of beneficial situation that he likes to be in. He likes to be able to exploit mismatches, create mismatches, those type of things, hide what you're trying to do on the offensive side of the ball. The weapons that we're going to have there, I didn't even mention Cole Kmet. I didn't mention Sam Roush. Like, it's going to be something that's going to really, really be an important part of this team. And so you're really, building that out as well. We talked about the left tackle battle. At this point, Braxton Jones, he was the front runner. He got hurt. Jedrick Wills, I keep wanting to call him Willis. Jedrick Wills into the conversation. Kieran Amagaje got reps with the first team. Ozzie Trapillo came off the physically unable to perform list. And now, today, Theo Benedict got those reps with the first team. This was after Theo Benedict got moved over to right tackle. Now, Kieran Amagaje is getting moved over to right tackle on top of getting hurt. And so now you're starting to see Theo Benedict get those reps with the first team. Braxton Jones is ramping up, getting ready to come back, which is really good. Jedrick Wills got work with the second team today, so that kind of shows where they view him at. And, of course, you have Ozzie Trapillo, who's progressing. Ben Johnson said Ozzie's on his own timeline, so that means that they're making sure that they don't want to set any expectations on when Ozzie Trapillo is going to come back. As of right now, whoever gets named as a starting left tackle is the starting left tackle. They're not just holding that position, that seat warm for Ozzie Trapillo. We don't know when Ozzie's going to come back. And they can't go into that mode thinking that, I'm just here holding it down until Ozzie gets back. No, you're the starting left tackle. Ozzie may not be back for another month or two. We don't know exactly what's going to happen there, right? But at this point, the Chicago Bears don't really have a left tackle position. It's a fucking Royal Rumble, bro. Like, everybody's rumbling for this left tackle position, and I love it. You know why? Because competition makes sure that you get the best out of everybody. That's my personal opinion. I think about that in competition with everything. Hell, even for my kids, I make one plate of dinner and tell them to battle it out. That's not true. I don't do that. Now, don't send the people at my house. That was a joke, y'all. That's cool. I make a lot of money. My kids are very well fed. If you can't tell, I'm fat. So we're very well fed here. But competition really does typically bring the best out of people, right? It gets you the most, especially when you have a situation to where your guy that you think is your left tackle of the future is out. You want to have a bunch of competition, a bunch of different looks, a bunch of different people to bring it up. Shay said it in the comment section. Next man up mentality. The Bears have already been living that. They're living it at the left tackle position as well. That has not stopped. We'll see how that continues to go for the Chicago Bears team. Malik Muhammad is another player that continues to get valuable reps in regards to this one, with Tyreek Stevenson also unavailable now. Right? So you got Tyreek Stevenson out, Kyler Gordon out, right? Xavier Woods, he's also out. I think Cam Lewis is back in practice, but he got reps with the first team nickel. When you look at it, I think that's really good. Xavier Woods and Cam Lewis split the safety snaps opposite Dylan Thieneman today. But Kyler Gordon, listen, as he remains out, is going to give Malik Muhammad more and more time and opportunity. At this point, he's gotten a lot of first-team reps. He's getting familiar with the system. Dennis Allen has talked about how he's building that trust. That's something that, we heard from Ben Johnson and others, that they don't have that trust in Kyler Gordon right now. That's why what we're hearing, the narrative part of it, don't take that with a grain of salt. Whatever's written by writers looking for headlines and articles, take that with a grain of salt. But from the football aspect of things, right? What our coaches have said, what isn't hyperbole from a writer, is that they don't have a relationship. They don't really trust Kyler Gordon yet. Malik Muhammad's building that trust, and from what we've heard, that Kyler Gordon isn't going to be guaranteed anything when and if he does return healthy and get back on the football field. If Malik Muhammad has that trust and he's playing well in that nickel, it may not be a spot there. And I say may because we don't know how it's going to go. Again, as things stand right now, it's all speculation. But what we know for sure is that Malik Muhammad's looking good. He's performing pretty well with that first team. He's given those reps, and those things matter. When you look at all the conversations around the secondary, the importance of the secondary under Dennis Allen, having somebody, especially a rookie who's earning that trust early, that's going to be a big and important part for this team as well. One thing is that we didn't talk about is that there are a couple fights today. Fights is probably not the best word for it. It got a little chippy in camp today. Jaden Loving and Logan Jones got at it today, which, again, hey, you got to do what you got to do. And reportedly, Cole Kmet and Austin Booker got to work as well, with Kmet eventually coming out of the pile with his helmet off, right? So, this isn't about the team fighting each other or anything like that. It's August. It's training camp. It's hot as fuck, right, out there. And at this point, I do think, like, when you hit the same person every single day, when you're battling the same person every single day, it's going to get under your skin a little bit. It's definitely going to get under your skin. So the intensity is building. And I say this. You hear this, a lot of these guys, they ready to play some football, man. So I'll be happy when this team is able to funnel in that frustration, funnel in that excitement, funnel in that energy, and attack other motherfuckers. That's why I'm happy about this joint practice. Expect this joint practice to get testy. Expect there to be some chippy moments in that joint practice because the Bears are ready. These Bears got teeth and claws, man. They ready to fight. They ready to fight, man. And so, it's a little scuffle here and there, but that's football. For anybody that played football at any level, I'm talking about even if you played pee-wee tackle football, we got at it, man. I've been playing football since I was, 5-6 years old. I don't think of a single team that I was on before we started playing games. We had all those practices, all those days. It didn't get a bit chippy. It didn't. When I was playing defensive end before I moved over to running back, I used to light my quarterback up in practice. And so, like, it's just, you just got to do that. It happens sometimes, man. But yeah, so, that's what you're looking at. And, eventually you're going to get to stop hitting each other. You're going to get to start hitting other people with other teams. And that's going to be a good thing, for that one. But that's really the biggest takeaways from practice today. Y'all know I like to do these post-practice kind of quick live streams when we can do them. And I just think overall, like, nothing that you heard from this is anything too crazy. Nothing's too bad. Nothing's too amazing either. It's practice. And so this is what football is about. We're getting closer and closer to regular games getting out there, man. And that's really what it all matters about. Shay says, I never play football, but I'll wrestle. And trust me, when you are in a hot gym, some intensity is going to happen. That's crazy. First of all, if y'all know Shay out here wrestling on mats is crazy. Absolutely wild, bro. But you're not wrong. You're not wrong at all. So, but that's it, man. I don't want to belabor the point anymore, man. Solid practice, it seems like, for the Chicago Bears. Caleb has great command over the football. It got a little dusty out there. Malik Muhammad continues practicing with the first team. The left tackle battle is now a Royal Rumble. We'll continue to monitor, continue to say what's going to happen, and we'll see where it's going to lead the Chicago Bears, man. But right now, excited. I'm just excited about football, bro. We're getting closer and closer to live games. That's it. The preseason is like an appetizer, right? It doesn't completely fulfill the appetite that you have for football, but it does get you a little bit closer, right? It gets you a little bit closer. And we're getting closer to getting that steak of football, man. That's what I can't wait to see. Football, actual football, man. But I want to thank you guys for supporting the channel like y'all have been, man. It was one of our, like, the preseason game, the live stream for the live watch party for the preseason game. Y'all showed out on that almost the same way y'all did during the regular season. That live stream was bigger than some regular season games that we did last year. It lets me know that y'all excited, that y'all still rocking with us, y'all still supporting us, and y'all know we're going to give you the best and most consistent Chicago Bears content you're going to find all on YouTube or podcast, whether you're listening to us or whatever else it is. And we're going to keep rocking with you like you keep rocking with us. So for that, make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell that ensures you never miss an episode or a live stream. You can follow us at Shy Bear Central on every social media platform. You can send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns, chicagobearcentral@gmail.com. Lastly, if you want to leave a text message and our voicemail for the mailbag, the number to do so, 773-242-9336. We're the number one spot for everything Chicago Bears related. That's because of you, lovely and beautiful people. And like I like to end every episode on, Chi-Town up, but Bear down. Love you, motherfuckers. Peace, y'all.
This has been a presentation of the Break Media.